on the Garden Variety Weather Channel on YouTube. And welcoming my Sweet Berry World folks as well. Today we're just going to take a look at the weather map and see what's happening. Latest out of Hawaii is not tremendously good. It's very wet and rainy out there. Let's take a look here and see what we see. Holy mackerel. It is ridiculously rainy out there. Lots of flooding, lots of issues. I hope everybody is doing all right. Out and about in Hawaii. Holy cow, guys. There's just a lot of rain. Let's switch to another radar. Couple of different radar options here. Holy cow. It's interesting how these radars only pick up some of what's happening. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's what's interesting. This radar is from March 12th. So maybe something happened to that radar that's red. Actually, maybe it just got flooded out or something. I'm getting updated radar from Lehu and over by Volcanoes National Park. Hawaii. So this radar last was updated on the 12th of March. So that is not the latest. I would go with the ones that are most active here. We got a 7:07 a.m. Image here of half the islands, and a 7:06. So that would seem like the most up-to-date. So it is slightly drying out compared, but there's still a lot of showers out there in Hawaii, so hope everybody's being safe and finding shelter and stuff. Let's go back to the mainland here. And we got a couple areas to watch over here in Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. We got 2% tornado risk. We're gonna read scattered strong to severe thunderstorms with large hail, damaging wind gusts, and a conditional tornado threat are expected this afternoon and evening across parts of the Ohio Valley into northern mid-Atlantic region. A weak shortwave trough will gradually amplify today as a fast west-northwesterly flow translates across the Great Lakes into the northeast. At the surface, a cold front will push southward through the Ohio Valley with a series of weak frontal waves moving eastward into the mid-Atlantic, Ohio Valley, into parts of the mid-Atlantic. Favorable deep layer shear will be in place across the area as relatively steep mid-level lapse rates effect into the region, originating within a unseasonably hot and well-mixed air mass across the southwest and central U.S. The key uncertainty regarding severe potential will be how aggressively moisture returns. Strong antecedent heating and mixing upstream may limit moistening across the Ohio Valley and northern mid-Atlantic, but relatively cool mid-level temperatures should still support moderate buoyancy. Storms are expected to initiate along and ahead of the surface front across eastern Ohio and Pennsylvania, where modest warm advection and a weakening cap favor development. Moderate instability combined with the favorable wind profile will support a supercell threat. Large hail, potentially greater than golf balls, will be possible with any sustained supercell. Damaging winds are also possible, particularly where the surface heating is maximized and steep low-level lapse rates can develop with time. The surging cold front should undercut thunderstorms, limiting the potential for a more organized widespread damage in wind event. The low-level wind field will support some tornado potential before thunderstorms are undercut, with the tornado threat tied closely to how aggressively the boundary layer moisture returns. An additional round of convection is expected to develop during the late afternoon into the overnight hours as the front surges south-southeastward. This activity is likely to be post-frontal and elevated in nature, but given strong cloud layer shear and steep mid-level lapse rates, severe hail will still be possible with these later storms. So that's the discussion in this green area. Now we'll head south into Virginia, North Carolina, and northern South Carolina. We got an elevated risk for fire. Day 2 fire weather outlook. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma at 1:08 a.m. Central Daylight Standard Time on Sunday, March 22nd, said, on Monday, an upper-level trough is expected to amplify across parts of the east. A cold front will push southward through the southern Appalachians. Dry southerly return flow will occur in the plains. Piedmont, dry and breezy downslope winds will occur behind the cold front during the afternoon. Relative humidity could drop as low as 25 to 30%. Winds of around 15 miles an hour are possible, though locally higher speeds could occur. Some precipitation occurred late Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon, especially in upstate South Carolina. Locally elevated conditions remain possible in South Carolina, but confidence in sustained elevated conditions is higher further north, where fuels should be relatively drier. Southwest into the plains, a more nebulous surface pattern will generally keep winds weak in most areas. However, some enhanced southerly winds are possible, particularly in portions of the southern and central plains. Relative humidity in the southwest will likely remain in the 10 to 20% range. Relative humidity in the plains is less certain, but pockets around 20% could be observed. Without stronger surface winds, only locally elevated conditions are expected. So that kind of talks about the whole 48 as far as fire watch areas, but looks like Virginia, North Carolina, and northern South Carolina are highlighted on the map today. There are some winter conditions up in Maine and New Hampshire and Vermont. So let's take a look here. Snow, high risk of 4+ inches across a large portion of Maine and the White Mountains of North New Hampshire. Here we go. Let's read. There is no discussion. Let's see. No discussion, but it looks like snow is in the forecast if you live in the northeast. Just north of Concord, Montpelier, and up into the Potato region. And then Montreal, Sherbrooke, Quebec. So that's interesting. Let's see if I can pull up a scan of moisture. Here we go. Oh yeah. Hey, look at that. Here's our radar. Most of the moisture is happening in the northern portions of the lower 48. A few showers out west of Glasgow, Montana, between Heavy R and Glasgow. And then South Dakota, just north of Rapid City to Pierre to Huron. And then really scattered across Minnesota, just really garden variety. Pardon the pun. Looks like a big old line from the Black Hills of Wyoming and South Dakota all the way across Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ontario, Toronto, Rochester, New York, Syracuse, and then some snow chances up in Maine. So that's interesting. So there you go, guys. It's going to be an interesting day if you live down here in this green region with some thunderstorms that are going to blossom. Hopefully we don't get any nasty tornadoes and the hail doesn't affect people too much, but that is the possibility there. And then we got some scattered showers across a belt in the Midwest here and into the Northeast with some snow chances of 4+ inches. So that's a little synopsis of the weather today. Hope everybody's doing good and safe and warm, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go to my gaming channel and play a little bit of Minecraft just for fun. We're trying to create some fun channels in association with Sweetberry World, and I'm trying to niche down. I'm trying to get some of the content I like doing on specific channels. So garden variety weather will be my weather interest. Sweet Berry World Gaming will be Minecraft or games that I play. And I have a few other channels that I'm going to be working on. Gardening is coming up, and we're definitely doing a lot of garden content and farming content. So that's either going to be on Sweetberry World, or I might move it over to another channel, but that's to be determined. If you want to support Garden Variety Weather or Sweetberry World or any of my channels, we have a little store, sweetberry.store. We got some merch on there, stuff that I've designed, and we got some photos for sale, some digital files, coffee mug, some cool stuff, but no pressure. You don't have to, only if you want to. It's cool stuff. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you'd like. Help the algorithm out and help me out, and I could use all the encouragement I can possibly use. And make sure that if you're in any of the highlighted regions that I talked about, make sure you stay attuned to what's going on in your area. There's really great resources on YouTube for weather. Ryan Hall, y'all, has some really good videos, and he often goes live during during nasty weather events. And then, just go to the National Weather Service, your local news stations and stuff like that. Having a weather radio is important if it's getting really nasty. Gives you localized, specific stuff. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. So until next time, I'm signing out. Berries are sweet. Life